Gather around, everybody. Come in here, friends.
Take a knee.
Take a knee. Everybody gather around. Shut up. Everybody. Listen up.
God damn it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Losers Lounge.
Turn it down.
God, I haven't said that in so long.
It felt terrible to hear.
It felt terrible to say. It kind of tasted bad on my lips. We're presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Choose your offer. Find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Not any Losers Lounge, though, fellas. The Toyota Losers Lounge. Driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. You hop in the chat. Even if you're a Chicago fan and just don't have any friends to talk to, so you want to come yell at strangers.
Or you specifically just aren't watching the Chicago show that's happening at the same time.
There is a Chicago show that you should probably go watch. CHGO Bulls. Great group of guys.
But if you want to watch us, that's
But if you want to watch us, we'll brag to them about our numbers. Nuggets fall to the Chicago Bulls. First bad loss of the year, 130-127. It didn't have to be this way, guys. It didn't have to be this way, but the Nuggets could not play any defense. Maybe they could have played defense, but they chose not to play any defense tonight, and they give up 130-127. I got Harrison Wynn in the building.
This was such a frustrating game from the opening tip. I mean, this was, we have in the headline, the first bad loss of the season, and that's exactly it. This was such a frustrating night, man.
It really was. I mean, they've had wins where you were like, we didn't play great, but they got the win.
Yep.
They got it. Not many of them. A lot of them have been, they played great. They kicked butt, whatever. That's been the story this year. But this is the first one you were like, really? Did not have to lose this one. Yeah. But they didn't have it tonight. D-Line Co's here.
Guys.
Speaking of losers.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Come on, man. I'm already down. You kick me down like that? Anyway, speaking of losers, we're never going to win 10 games in a row.
No.
Never going to happen.
Never going to happen. I was counting my chickens before they hatched.
We all were. We had a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, now look at me. Bunch of egg yolk.
I mean, yeah,
like
like why would you ever assume you'd beat the Bulls on the second night of a back-to-back after they played in Utah in double overtime and lost?
I know. It really is. We thought the Timberwolves were the team that had Denver's number. We celebrated. But no, it's the Bulls. That's the team Denver can't beat. The Bulls. They own the Nuggets.
Look at these terrible comments. Giddy better than Jokic in the comments.
Well,
oh my god. Oh my god.
To a certain demographic. Let's go through a fast breakdown here. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. It's just how the show goes.
Make it fast.
Do you guys know? First note tells the story tonight, guys. I should have never wrote it down. Kind of a lackadaisical start.
Very
lackadaisical. Guess what? It was a lackadaisical middle. It was a lackadaisical finish. 10 quick points for Aaron Gordon. Jokic was missing everything. Very weird start to this game from Jokic, who looked both out of rhythm for large portions of this game and off on his touch. Two words you never say of Jokic, but the Bulls were absolutely...
scored 36 points.
The Bulls, well, I mean, he got it together, but Bulls were absolutely on fire from three in the first three quarters of the game. But certainly in that opening quarter, man, their plan tonight, stretch Denver out, play really small, put 5 out, and they got open shots. Denver gave them that, but they knocked them all down. 30-28 Bulls after one. Second quarter got worse. 8-0 Bulls run to start. Had to get a timeout, and the Bulls were just absolutely on fire. The Nuggets fell down 18 points in the second quarter. They're down 8, and you're kind of like, all right, they're going to be annoying tonight. Down 18, and you're just pissed. Pickett comes in. Nuggets storm back. Not really correlated, but those two things did happen in sequence, so we'll both say it. The Nuggets tied it with 2 minutes to go. From down 18 with like 7 minutes to tied with 2 minutes. It just shows you how good Denver can be when they focus just a tiny bit. And you know what we had tonight, guys, that almost somehow makes it worse? Cam Johnson hitting shots. That second quarter, man, a camcorder got going. It was 64-63 Nuggets. After being down 18, now they're up going into the half. Cam hit a 3 to start the second half. Then Jokic hit a Sombor shuffle. We're so back. But no, Bulls retake the lead on a 16-3 run. They were up 10. They were making shots. So Jokic went into beast mode, but he was going up against Sticks. He couldn't get by Sticks, man. A guy named Sticks, like, got him like 3 or 4 times in a row. It was so bizarre.
How's the big bad wolf not going to get through sticks, dude?
Don't know how. And the Bulls were scoring every time off of it. It was 103-93 Bulls. It was just like a repeat of that first quarter. Then the fourth quarter, Murray flurry cut it to 4 with 7 minutes to go. Bulls were starting to miss their threes. You think, here it goes. And the Nuggets had like 8 straight shots to get over the hump. They cut up to 1, and they had all these chances and couldn't do it. And then on the other end, the Bulls kept missing but getting offensive rebounds. That was the most excruciating point of the game. When Denver couldn't get over the hump nor grab a rebound. And it just felt like it went on and on and on. Murray had a layup with 2:15, put them up. Jokic hit a 3, put them up 2 with 1:43. But then Kevin Huerter hit a 3. I thought Jokic had bad defense on this play, showed when he shouldn't have had to show, and gave up the open 3. Murray had a turnover, so now you're down 3 with 1:04 to go. But Jokic gets a bucket, 1-point game. Jokic strips Vooch.
Yeah,
Nuggets challenge.
Right. Obviously, should be overturned, clear as day.
I don't think it was clear as day. I understand why the call was made. I think that it went off of Vooch. But we only have one camera angle that didn't really show the contact. I think it showed it enough to overturn it. It was a little weird.
Of course it did. Of course it showed enough to overturn it.
Nuggets lose, 9 seconds on the clock. All you got to do is get a stop. You're down 1. Instead, Vucevic hits a deep 3, and my note just says, damn. Jokic hit a 2 with 20 seconds left, down 2. No timeouts. Io hit both free throws. Murray took the ball up, though. There was like 13 seconds or something like that. Murray walked it up, then danced for forever and took a shot.
It's almost like he didn't know they were down 4.
Maybe he didn't, man. And they got it 3, but it was like 4 seconds left in the game. Huerter hit both. Nuggets tried in desperation to get a 3 shot off. Jokic basically shot a half quarter, airballed it, and another loss for the Denver Nuggets.
I know, another one.
To snap a 7-game win streak and no longer perfect at home. Let's go to our Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. D-line, start us off.
Fellas, I hate giving Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways in a loser's lounge. I don't want to let you know my deep insights in the loser's lounge, but here it is, man. Our bench got cooked. Our bench got destroyed tonight.
Give us
Our
the
bench
numbers.
got outscored 66-9.
To 9?
My God.
To 9? 66?
It was Bruce Brown.
This feels like last year.
Bruce Brown, complete no-show as far as scoring was concerned. Tim Hardaway Jr., first bad game we've gotten from him all season long. Big Val just was fee-fi-fo, thumbing his way with 2 thumbs like he couldn't get anything going. It was just very, very poor effort from the bench tonight. And on what should have been a beautiful arrival. This should have been the game we talked about Cam Johnson finally arriving.
They blew the Cam Johnson breakout game?
The Cam quarter got broken, dude. It was like, I can't believe how badly the Denver Nuggets bench got outplayed tonight. This is the first time that we have truly bemoaned the JV squad. The Val's pals were nowhere to be seen. It was shameful, man. And the Bulls second unit was very much up for the task. I can't believe that this happened on the back of the second game of a back-to-back for them. Just to get out hustled by them on the second night of a back-to-back is unbelievable. I'm going to have a hard time sleeping tonight if I even go to sleep.
Yeah, this one maybe sometimes I joy scroll. Like lately I've been joy scrolling or doing different things.
I might be deleting social media after this.
Well, no, this one I might get to bed early. I might what is there to scroll? I don't know what happened. I don't need to hear it. But yes, man, all of those things. I do think I have an answer for why the bench sucked so much tonight. Not an excuse, but a thing they did not overcome. Yeah. We'll get to it in a bit.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is that the Nuggets have lost 3 games so far this season, and they've all been in the clutch.
Ooh, that's I had this on my list.
And
I hate weird. This is true.
It's really weird. They lost against Golden State in the clutch opening night in overtime, and then Portland, and now tonight against Chicago. And it's just weird, man. I mean, this is a team that we know has always been absolute nails in the last few minutes of games with a game on the line, pressure situations. They can get stops. And of course, they can always just create great looks on the other end, no matter what the defense is doing. But it's been weird. 3 close games, 3 losses. It's just not something we're used to. I still trust them in the clutch. I don't think they're going to be a bad clutch team this year just because we have so much evidence that they are great in those moments. But it's just been a really weird start to the season.
Yeah.
From that perspective, 0-3 in the clutch. Their 3 losses all coming down to the wire and them losing. It's just uncharacteristic.
And you know the play to me, because I actually thought sometimes there's some noise in that. The Nuggets came back in this game, so they actually were good in the fourth quarter coming back. But the play in the clutch that is the one that is so not what we expect the Nuggets was the Murray turnover.
Yep.
Jokic on the roll, 2-man game, and he threw just kind of a lazy pass.
I mean, how many times has he made that pass? And like tonight, it was a terrible one.
Just absolutely horrible, because not only was it a turnover, it was a turnover leak out. It was a swing, and you're just not used to seeing that from the Nuggets and from Jokic and Murray in the clutch. So I think that's a really good one. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway: the Nuggets feel like a different team to me.
Okay.
Different roster, more mature, veteran players, smarter, together. I just think better. But one trait that I wish the Nuggets were just fully done with was we're just going to win with offense tonight and we don't really need to play defense. Jokic did not step out on the perimeter once tonight, and it really was the reason that Chicago got going so much. It wasn't just him. I thought the defensive effort from Jamal on closeouts tonight was like he didn't care. The Nuggets approached this game like the Bulls suck and they're on the second night of a back-to-back, and even if they make some shots, it's cute. It's just we're better, whatever. And it's like, no, man, these are NBA guys. Yeah. They can get hot. And Denver seemed like all the way up until the fourth quarter when they started, or really halfway through the third quarter, where they started to give effort, it just was like soft closeouts, Jokic not even leaving the paint, conceding let's see if they're going to hit shots tonight. They took 53 threes. You know why they took so many, D-line?
They were wide open.
Because they were open for 53. Denver was just conceded. Now it was a good game plan by Chicago to come in and really say, well, we can't match them inside, but what if we just try to go opposite strengths here? But I just thought the Nuggets were a little more mature than this. It's not that you can't have bad games, bad quarters, bad runs, but there was so clearly moments in this game where it's like, guys, you have to tick up now. Defensively, nothing easy. You just zap that out of them at the right moment, and the game is won. And Denver seemed to think like, we're going to outscore them tonight. We're going to outshoot them. And it's like, what a bummer, man. The defense was atrocious, and it didn't seem like it was atrocious for any other reason other than they didn't want to put the effort in that would stop them.
Yeah, I mean, it was so bad, in fact, at times where, you start to question whether, like, Jokic's health.
I didn't think he was healthy, man.
And
this
I don't know,
too weird. Jokic's offense obviously got going, but defensively it was like
he started off slow. As Wynn said on the watch along, he looked stiff. He just didn't look himself, even though, again, if you looked at the box score, that looks like Jokic. Absolutely.
Oh, Nuggets spoiled another historic Jokic game.
Yeah, only Jokic was the reason this time.
One of, yeah, for sure.
But I mean, to your point, Adam, it did feel like a game from last year in a lot of ways.
So much like a game from last year.
Because so far this season, they have just taken care of business in these games they should win, whether it's Phoenix or New Orleans. Like, they've left no doubt in these games. But this was kind of a throwback to last year. Oh, we're not going to play defense today. Okay, the bench isn't going to give us anything. All right, well, let's just wait till the fourth quarter. We'll just outplay them, when it counts down the stretch. I also thought we were kind of past that, but guess not.
And even the intensity. I mean, the thing tonight about Big Val, they're going to go they were so small in their second unit, like tiny. And look, they made their shots. That's part of why they went on a big run. But Denver has to not blink in those moments. You're going to go small, you might get hot, but we have Big Val. We're going to be living on the line. We're going to be in the paint. That wasn't the case tonight. He was not in the paint at all. They weren't able to get the ball to him. They were kind of just lackadaisical.
No.
And so when that happens, it's like, well, their strength is going to work because they're going to make threes and they're going to stretch you out. If our strength is not going to be able to get into our system, then what are we doing out there? And ultimately, David Adelman called a variable in the second half and did not go back to Valanciunas. Mm-hmm. But it's like, if you have Big Val and you have small guys, that ball has to find its way to the block. It has to. And they just didn't do it tonight. And it was quick, man. The Bulls in that second quarter, it was just like they came into that quarter ready to take advantage of that moment.
Absolutely. And you have to credit the Bulls played really good defense too, especially in that second. Io DeSumo was kind of everywhere. And when Big Val when they were trying to go into the block, I mean, they were passing to him a little bit outside. He was trying to dribble it in, but he was getting swarmed. They took the ball away from him every time. They were They did not look like the team on the second night of a back-to-back. I'll say that.
Is that even second night of a back-to-back? Lost 5 in a row. Denver at home won 7 in a row. Literally everything it pointed to the Nuggets.
But they had more energy. They were playing faster. They wanted it more the whole game. It was obvious from the jump.
It was true. And the crazy part is that down the stretch, the Bulls wanted to lose this game. They were trying so hard to lose this game, and the Nuggets
missed everything.
They missed everything. You could tell that they started to get a little fatigued at the very end, and they just couldn't hit anything. And the Nuggets were just not up to the challenge of taking what the Bulls were literally trying to give them. But also, we got screwed by the refs.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I mean?
Screwed by the refs.
Screw that, dude. Yeah. We just got screwed.
They screwed us.
That turnover, though, that was some BS. I'm mad about that, but whatever.
The one that was tough, actually, though, if you talk about fouls, to me, it was the one Jokic, I think, clearly gets hit on the head on a touch shot. Ball goes the other way, and Jokic does the vertical thing, and they call a foul. And nothing makes Jokic more mad than when he's like, okay, it happens back to back.
Bro.
And it was Sticks. It was like, okay, Sticks is going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Truly,
that was one play.
Truly, the refs sucked tonight, but just not in a way that cost the Nuggets, but that was a terrible crew.
But they still smell.
They do stink.
All right, if you're new to the show, guys, we start a little negative. Segment 2, we break it down.
We do.
We're real. We get real. By segment 3 and 4, we come around. So stay tuned because we're going to get real on
dude,
the
I'm not coming around at all tonight.
Well, maybe we won't.
Shout out to Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Man, Toyota, they are the best. Best cars, trucks, SUVs out there. No matter where you're driving, if it's in Colorado, if it's somewhere else, Toyota, they definitely have a car, truck, SUV for you. 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, like the 4Runner. Also 16 different hybrids to choose from, like the Tundra iForce Max hybrid truck. SUVs like the RAV4 and Grand Highlander for whatever type of road you are traveling. Check out the Land Cruiser, the Tacoma. Tons of great options at Toyota. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation, Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin, Toyota in Boulder, Groove, Toyota in Littleton, Mountain State, Toyota in Denver, Stevenson, Toyota East and Aurora, Stevenson, Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets, and it's the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places. And if you need tickets to concert shows, sporting events, you got to go to the Game Time app. It's the only ticketing app I have on my phone. It's my go-to if I ever need Broncos tickets, Avs tickets, CU, even concerts. Game Time is perfect for that. You can download the Game Time app, create an account, use code DNVR for $20 off your first purchase. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. And the best part about Game Time, I think, is when you go onto the app, it shows you the best deals for whatever event you're looking at. So it pretty much shows you the tickets you probably want to buy immediately without you having to do anything. So check out Game Time. And again, use the code DNVR for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but create an account, redeem code DNVR for $20 off. Tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
We back. Segment 2, DNVR Nuggets Podcast. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. If you're a hater, your comments in the chat only make our show grow stronger.
Yeah,
so
dude.
send them in. And Kale also mute them.
Show us how much you hate us by saying you like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit the like.
Let's break it down here. Eric Gordon. Actually, I want to go to Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Missed last game, comes back in this one, plays 37 minutes, 19 points, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, 6 of 12 overall, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, and it looked good coming out. Like, his shot was actually quick triggered tonight and looked confident. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He was a plus 13. I am so pissed that they lost the game. He finally played well. This is by far his best game of the year. And more importantly, when it was like he just was in rhythm tonight. Yeah. I felt more so than any other game.
And he was looking to score and looking for his shot early. I mean, he came out aggressive in this game, and the basketball gods rewarded him in a way. Finally got some threes to go, really looked comfortable, and he kept that aggression up really the whole game. He had the ball in his hands a lot. He looked to make stuff happen. The three-pointer was obviously going in. And, I mean, you just really hope this can be, like, the end of Cam Johnson looking like he's never played basketball before. You really hope this can be kind of a turning point for him in terms of him settling down and just playing more relaxed and, knowing when to turn on the aggressiveness, turn it off. But I loved how he approached the game. He was really like one of the few Nuggets players who was playing with juice, was playing with energy, especially in that first half. So it does suck that they, lost the first Cam quarter game though.
Yeah, man. Like you would think if I told you that Cam Johnson scored 19 points tonight, you're like, wow, that's the one missing link that the Nuggets have had this season in a very successful season where they're winning all kinds of games. Like obviously the Nuggets kicked ass tonight. They blew the Bulls out. Second game of back-to-back. Cam Johnson scores 19 points. I can't believe it, man. But if we're going to let's focus on the good. That was cool. It was cool to see him. It was cool to see him look confident. It was cool to see him look engaged, to play with energy, to come around the corner with speed. He didn't look tentative like he has. He was taking it. He wasn't just shooting threes. Like even though they weren't all successful, he had enough confidence to take shots inside.
5 of 7 is a great percentage.
Yeah,
man.
He really played a great game, truly. And again, like I just can't believe that on that night the rest of the Nuggets weren't able to pull their weight around what he finally brought to the team. But like, I just think it's such a good omen to get a game like this out of Cam Johnson, like what it means moving forward. But I don't love it's not maybe that great of an omen. They couldn't win the game where he played well.
I know. Go back to not scoring. We're better that way. I know. Yoke's monster night. Murray's made 34 points. Like you had all this Cam Johnson game. Aaron Gordon's a monster, and you lose the game. It's just
the starter. You look at the starters' numbers in this game. It's like, oh man, we killed them.
Aaron Gordon was great. 24 points, 10 rebounds. Only 1 of 5 from 3, 10 of 18. But I thought he was a beast. He was a game high plus 18. He did. If you watch the watch along, there still are some plays. Like he got Javon Carter one time. He got Ayo Dosunmu one time. Switched on to him, and it's like he's not even thinking about going inside and playing bully ball. But he was good tonight. Every game I keep noticing those plays where I'm like, that's weird.
He really is like turning into just a shooter. It's weird.
He's so much stronger than Ayo Dosunmu.
He's so big. AG seems like noticeably bigger this season. And there are moments. There were some today, and there have been a lot this season where like he just overpowers his matchup. But yeah, you do want that to happen like every single time he has the opportunity to.
Then you go over to Jamal Murray tonight, 34 points, 12 of 22, 5 of 11. And in that fourth quarter, he started the fourth quarter with a flurry.
Yeah.
Murray flurry right at the most important time. And he also had 11 rebounds. Remember how much he was rebounding right out of the gate? Murray had like 6 rebounds in the first few minutes.
He ended up with 11? My God.
4 assists, was a -1 because he's the guy that plays with that bench unit. And a lot of that's on him, by the way.
Yep.
I mean, if you asked me about Jamal's game tonight, I actually thought he was lackadaisical. He came out really aggressive on the boards, was lackadaisical in the middle portion, and in the fourth quarter turned it on. And Murray kind of does that a little bit.
Yeah.
This is the luxury of, a lot of it. This is the luxury. Like Yoke is kind of good every time he steps on the court. Every now and then he'll have a bad stint. And Jamal sometimes seems like he deliberately is like picking spots.
Yeah.
And games like this, it's like, hey, no. Somebody's got to just push them over the top.
Yeah. And I mean, that first half bench stint was so bad.
So bad, man.
It was so bad that they didn't even go back to the full bench in the second half, really, the first time this season. But yeah, I mean, Murray had some awesome moments today, like some dominant stretches in the fourth. To start that quarter, he was electric. But there were some really weird mistakes from him in this game. A couple awful turnovers. Just like some other weird moments. I remember that fast break that the Nuggets actually ended up scoring on, but he like had a opportunity to finish at the rim and just didn't even shoot it or anything.
Yeah.
Just some weird mistakes. But I mean, he was good enough today.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
He scored very well.
Yeah, that's the thing is that first bench unit, the Bulls players could not miss their threes. Dalen Terry hit.
I mean, when Dalen Terry's hitting, just
Javon Carter hit. I know, just all of the Patrick Williams was hitting threes. Everybody was. None of the Nuggets were. But yeah, so in the end, you kind of look at it was a bit of an up and down game. But I mean, this was a good Jamal game. Like you can't really be mad at any of the starters. I mean, like you look at all of their numbers.
I think here's where I'll disagree with you. Jamal and Yoke both today, like those are the tone setters every night, and one of them sometimes could not have the tone, but the other one does. I just thought both of them were lackadaisical in large stretches where it's like, if you guys aren't the spark, you're really asking a role player to be the energy.
But it's you. I mean, you look like 36 points for Jokic, 34 points for Murray, and it's like if you get
70,
3 more points from your bench.
Yeah. Oh, there's no question that tonight's about the bench and their ability to do this.
That's the problem.
There's no question.
This was like such a callback game to last season where they come back in.
It is.
They come back in, and
this was like every game last season.
You come back in, and Jokic is like, "Hey, we're down by 18."
Yeah. Bench sucks.
And then it's like, okay, they play their way back in, and then they kind of get worn down by the end. I mean, it's just like so frustrating how little they got from their bench tonight.
We mentioned Yoke, 37. I mean, his defense was so bad, but these numbers are hilarious. 36, 18, and 13. He was a plus 10.
I know.
36, 18. He was so close to a 40, 20, 10 game.
I mean, he should have. He had like 17 rebounds midway through the fourth.
He missed all those bunnies, at the start of the game. This could have totally been a 40, 20. 10 game, which is so hilarious.
I know.
Because it's definitely not his best game of the year. Not even close.
I know. But my favorite, just to respond to the people in the chat, which you should never do.
You should never do
never
that.
read the comments.
Never acknowledge them. Unless they say I look good today.
The chat getting to D-line.
Josh Giddey better than Nikola Jokic. Josh Giddey tonight, 21 points, minus 17.
Yeah, but he got to win.
He got to win.
Winning basketball.
In the end,
minus how many?
17.
Right.
Interesting.
That stat sucks. Man. Why would you ever look at
minus
game plus
17?
Minus?
Anyway, but again, like Jokic, it's frustrating. This was a game from last year. Jokic you hope on a night like tonight. We hypothesized, maybe he's not feeling well. Perhaps he and Nikola Vucevic went out.
He was not trying to go out on the perimeter, and that's why I worry maybe he is a little injured. We know he popped up on the injury report, but but if it's like wrist, that doesn't mean you don't go out on the perimeter and contest
he was not
threes.
He was not giving extra effort on the defensive end at all. And
you were saying this is going to be the low light sizzle reel that
I expect every Giannis
Kirk
lover.
Goldsberry is firing it up.
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
gonna get nothing but Jokic lowlights on the timeline tonight. This was
can you win a championship with Jokic?
This was not a
center?
good defensive effort by Nikola Jokic tonight, but it was still a good game, and it should have been good enough to get over the top again. Like we get 1 3-pointer from the bench.
The defense was just so bad from Jokic and everybody. And look, I mean, the Nuggets came into this game ranked as the second best defense in the NBA.
Yeah,
I definitely think there's some noise there. I don't think that is
of course
representative of the defense they actually are. But I mean, today was just maybe a little indicator of some of the concerns defensively, just in terms of if you really do spread the Nuggets out, if you really do, spread Jokic out and try to get him on the move, that, sometimes you can really hurt Denver. So I think the Nuggets are definitely an improved defense from last year. I think they're significantly improved. I think they're definitely a better defense. They have better personnel, better schemes, better coaching. But I still have some concerns defensively for sure.
But the way you usually is you punish that on the other side, and it really was that run in the third quarter where Sticks was getting all those stops. Jalen
you
Smith.
love saying Sticks.
Well, this is better than Jalen Smith. Sticks.
Sticks.
Well, also it Sticks. Like you're talking about Yoke, the
I know,
freaking
it's like
grizzly
a
bear.
demeaning nickname.
It really is. That is like the nicknames in my family where everybody is either fatso or skinny guy.
Garbage can.
They call my dad Jughead. Like that's why everybody's nicknames are just really, really aggressive insults.
4 eyes.
I got a cousin Weta. She's so white. She's literally just white girl.
I do love that. I love that. That's the greatest part about the Latino
Wedo?
culture.
It's all insults. I'm telling you, nobody has an affectionate nickname.
Oh no. Like if it was Cam Johnson, they would call him a shit shot. Up until tonight,
Old brick over here. Old brick.
Cam Bricklut.
I'm telling you, I have a cousin Pook, and it's because he puked when he was a kid. I'm not even like as a baby. He used to puke more than the average kid did, so he's Pook. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Sticks.
Yo, get Sticks in the post.
Yeah,
because he was 13 of 27 tonight. This is only a second game all season. The other one being the first game of the season where Jokic shot below 50%, below 60%. He's been so efficient. If you told him you're going to get all those post touches against Sticks, you'd be like, oh, he's going to shoot 115%. He's actually going to somehow make 2 shots per every basket.
Sticks had like a little stretch where he like really looked like the Jokic stopper. He stole the ball from him twice.
New
It was
Jokic
like,
stopper
what are we
just
doing?
dropped.
What is this, dude?
New Jokic
We're getting
stopper
beaten
just
by
dropped.
sticks.
They should give Stick some more minutes.
So that's very abnormal. What is it, Kale? Dev's already back from the arena. What is?
We should probably hit a
All right, we
break
got to hit a
first.
break. We'll get Dev on the other side. How do we have Dev already?
Dude,
What is Vote doing at the arena that he takes so long? Dev could get here
Dev
in
gets
3
shit
minutes.
done.
If I was changing into a tie,
Fire on the Mountain, Denver's best wings, Colorado's best wings, the world's best wings.
Oh
They
my
have
God.
15 super flavorful, made from scratch sauces. And they also have an awesome beer list, cocktails. They got food as well.
Man,
today,
wings,
if you
man.
stop by today, $5 beers on Mondays. If you go tomorrow to Fire on the Mountain, happy hour all day. I might need that.
dude, I know it's been sad hours of late. I need a happy hour stat.
They have great food as well, but the wings are their specialty. If you've been at our Broncos tailgates, they've been there as
really
well,
close
just
today, isn't
firing them up. 15 different
notice?
flavors, best wings around. Great place to catch a game.
Jesus Christ. FIFA
Great
fo
place
fo.
to
It's
catch
like
a
really
game.
close today. Normal. It hurts.
You guys can't see, but Adam is breaking down as
I
a.
hurt so bad.
Your
So-
foot is like in my lap.
Sorry.
Did you cramp? What's happening?
I feel like I'm in the backseat of a tiny little car.
Oh my
Grab
God.
$5 pints on Mondays, all day happy hour Tuesdays. They offer delivery from their Wash Park location now. Try the best wings in Denver. Check out Fire on the Mountain. Also, check out Dick's Sporting Goods. You can get the best brands at Dick's: Nike, Adidas, FP Movement, and you can get DNVR.
You know what I did?
As well.
I made an order on Dix.com today. I got the black rainbow skylines.
Hell yeah.
Shorts.
Yeah.
I got the shorts, yeah.
Nice.
I heard that they were there, so I went there.
You can get that at Dick's. You
Bro,
get
it has
Nuggets
2-day
gear,
delivery.
Broncos gear.
2-day delivery. They're going to be up at my house, too. I was like, man, that's so crazy.
That's awesome.
I hope you wear them on set in 2 days.
You know what you
shorts
can
weather
also
I
get
win.
with Dick's is free curbside pickup at your nearest store.
Oh, dude, maybe you
And
maybe
easy
you
shipping.
can go. Maybe they'll put them on for you.
From Dix.com. You can get DNVR gear, which is really cool. Pop into a Dick's here in Colorado. They got DNVR gear there, shirts, hats, whatever you need. They also have an awesome best price guarantee. They will match lower prices that you find. Get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dix.com because every season starts at Dix.
All right, we go live now to Ball Arena where we connect with Superstar Dev.
Devil's advocate.
In the details. I like it. Superstar Dev.
Can you hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear you, brother.
God damn it. They should have won that one. That was one that they should have won.
It's always annoying when you lose because I know there's always these Chicago people here who fled, like refugees from the Midwest, and they just love their Bulls.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That was a packed arena with Bulls fans. They were booing the entire time. They were chanting. They were celebrating. It was wild to see how many Bulls fans was in the arena. But this was a packed arena. It was good to be here. This is my first time coming for the year. They went wild. They showed up for their team.
Yeah, they did. All right, well, what the heck do you think happened tonight? I mean, we were at home doing the watch along. We were pissed, but had a close look. Why did they lose tonight?
Well, because they just went into a hole that they just could not get out of. They fought to get back in the game, but they went on they just blitzed them so early on that once you fight, now they already have a rhythm. They have momentum. They think that they have a chance, and then they're not missing any shots. The Bulls, they shot well tonight, and I just think that it was that early start that got them going.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, take us inside the locker room.
All right, we had David Adelman. David Adelman, he said the same thing. He said it was those mental mistakes that added up, as well as the pick and pop that killed them all night. They tried things to try to shift it, and that was the theme of the night was the pick and pop. They even went and talked about the play at the end on Nikola Jokic, where Jokic decided to step back because that was something that they've seen multiple times, but they still decided to allow him to shoot that shot, and he had knocked down a couple of them. He did not knock down them, but he made the big shot that counted. So that was a big one. He also felt that guys just put their head down and that the Bulls was the aggressor in the game. And he said that was throughout the entire night, that they was just very aggressive, and Denver just kind of allowed them to be the aggressors, and that's not something that we've seen from this Denver team, as at least to start the year. The pick and pops hurt them, but also how Denver finished on the fast break. They went 3-13 on the break, and that's just very sloppy and very negative, and not what they've seen from this team. So when you make plays like that, it becomes frustrating for them to try and battle back from. So them trying to finish on the break was a very bad one.
It was indeed, man. But I'm curious what he had to say about the Nuggets bench, because while those things were true of all of the players, the bench tonight was rough.
Yeah, he didn't talk really too much about the Nuggets bench. He talked about the Bulls bench. He said that
Well,
they outplayed Denver. That was really the difference in the game, and he feels they might even have a Nuggets killer of their own. He said that every single time that they play Javon Carter, it feels like he hits 5 3-pointers every single time. He did talk about the play that was challenged. And he said, he was asked if he felt obligated to make the challenge on that play, and he felt that the ball changed directions.
It
In his
did.
mind, if they win, they still have a timeout. They have a 2-for-1, and they would have been in a good spot, but they lose that one, and they don't have a timeout anymore. So it just really just struggled for them. But he did say that there was a silver lining in the game. A guy that struggled. A guy that struggled was Cam Johnson to start the year, and he finally had himself a good game. And I was here to see that, which is exciting. He was very complimentary of him. He said that he was a silver lining in the game. He felt that he took the same shots that everyone has been asking what's going on with them, and they finally dropped. He looked comfortable in the game. And the biggest thing for Cam, in his opinion, is just to take what's there, not force, but just to continue to look comfortable and knock shots down.
I think Cam did it for you tonight, Dev.
You got to. If you're wearing that Johnson on your back, man, you got to really make sure that you're holding it down. So I'm excited that he's still doing it. I also need to get me a black Johnson jersey. That Skyline jersey, it's something beautiful. It is.
That's
beautiful.
actually true. Yeah, you're right. You know what?
Yeah, now after tonight, it wouldn't be embarrassing to wear.
That's true.
For sure. For sure. Also, we talked to Jamal. He also came out, and he talked about those same pick and pops. Um, they asked him what was the reason that they lost the game, and he said it's just a lot of shooting. You're constantly trying to get guys off the line, trying to rotate, and they didn't react quick enough. They have to force them to do different things, and they did not have to force them to do any things. And then he said it's the pace. The pace was like the biggest emphasis for him. He said that the Bulls play fast, and when they get going, multiple guys can get going. It's not just one person, and that's what makes them. That's what their strength is. The bench came in and they did more damage than the starters, in his opinion. So they have to try to make sure that they slow down the pace against a team like that, and then also just try to extend the lead with their starters. He also talked about the 3-pointers. He thinks that they made some shots and that they were laid out on closeouts. They made the shots the whole game, and they have to be better of slowing them down early so they don't have a momentum going out throughout the game. Talked about a little bit about Cam Johnson. He's a key guy. He's a key for the Nuggets. That Jamal said. He said that he's another guy that you can't leave. And he started out the year not shooting the ball well, but he's not worried at all about Cam Johnson because he just impacts the game in so many other ways. He said he does all of the small things. It was a rough start, but it was good to see him see the ball going in. And Jamal was in a good mood after this one. He blamed himself for the turnover. He said that he had the big turnover late. It was a big possession, and he just has to be sharper. And he thinks that the Nuggets have played well as far as, taking care of the ball and things, but that's on him to do it. So that was the big keys for him.
All right.
All right.
Anything else?
No, losing to the Bulls at home, sending me here. I just know that I'm not gonna get the hey Dev tonight, and that sucks. I have to make up for what I did, so I gotta make sure that I come back in here and I get the win. I know we have some takeovers and things like that. It's important for me to have a winning record this year.
Yeah, rough start to the season for Dev.
You didn't go F yourself, Dev.
Lock in, man. Lock the fuck in.
Thanks for going to the arena. Good stuff, man. We'll see you.
All right, now.
Well,
I will say this about Adelman. Malone, after a loss like that, even at what are they now, 10-3 or whatever, there's a lot of heat. I tell the guys, they think we're going to play like that and win a championship. Like there's like an intensity to it. And I think that intensity is needed at times. Adelman seems more subdued tonight. A little bit of a, this is why we lost. And it's almost like he's an experiment blew up and he's looking at it. He's like, there was too much sulfur.
Well, this is the first
bad loss.
Yeah. I mean, this is the first time in his tenure that there's a bad loss. They lost playoff games. You can't say those
That's
were
a
bad
great
losses.
point. Yeah.
This is the first time that they've really just come out flat and not responded, not played the right way, not done what they were supposed to do. So this is another interesting thing to see how David Adelman this is part of it. This is, figuring out how to keep the guys motivated, how to keep the guys engaged, how to make sure that you're getting everything you need to get out of your team night after night. So we're going to see, this is another learning night for him as well.
He did go to Pickett in this game.
He did. There's actually a couple guys off the bench I want to get to, and one of them's not even off the bench. It's Peyton Watson, who got his start tonight. And I have been waiting for this for so long. The start with him in CB's spot where everybody else is healthy, where he gets to play what I think is kind of a natural role. Defender, fifth option, and just do some stuff. Very mixed results tonight.
Yeah.
He had some big-time defensive plays.
Yeah.
He also, Giddey had some buckets on him in key moments where I just thought he could have, it's like he made enough good defensive plays for a highlight reel, but there were these plays in the clutch where I'm like, man, that's the stop that you're in there for. Giddey spinning to the lane, he kind of just contested. I thought overall kind of, I hate to say it because the bench is really the story, but I was really hoping PWat would pop tonight. That it would be a PWat night with that group where you're like, damn, look at that. 12 points, efficient, lockdown.
Yeah. I mean, there were opportunities. How many rebounds did Peyton Watson have?
Three.
And I mean, I'll have to go back and look, but there were so many ridiculous offensive rebounds that Chicago had. I don't know if any of those were his fault, but the rebounding was not great tonight. And you're right. He did have a couple just unbelievable blocks. Just like a couple blocks that you're like, man, Peyton Watson's the only guy who can make that play. But you did want a little more defensively, I thought. I mean, he should be this all NBA level defender. That's who he needs to be for this team. I think he has that in him. I think he has that potential. He's got the skills, but you're just kind of still waiting for it to translate throughout entire games.
Yeah. I did think he got through screens well. We talk about guys that can chase around screens or this, that, and Christian's kind of like a football player running through a line or something. Peyton is a little more slithery, and he's so long that he recovers, and I think that's something that Denver doesn't really have a ton of guys that can do.
Yeah, it's true. The other thing is Peyton had a couple times where he got a little bit over exuberant on the offensive end. He took balls in that he shouldn't have, didn't finish. He was
that one fast break,
trying to do a little too much. I mean, I'm not gonna kill the guy tonight, but he I kind of agree with your general sentiment. You kind of wanted a little bit more, and obviously the margin is so slim tonight. It's just man, can we get a little bit more? This is your opportunity to really show your value to this team, and the results were a little bit mixed. I mean, he did bring effort, but
he did some good stuff. I just was hoping this was
he was also
night.
yes, exactly. Yeah. There were moments where it's don't get cooked by Giddey right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Giddey, just don't let him go right through you.
I know.
He is tough to guard, though. I will say this. Giddey, there's a reason he's having such a great year.
Dude, the craziest thing about tonight, the Nuggets and the Bulls had the exact same number of rebounds. It was just the timing and it was just the ones that they needed that just didn't bounce their way. Just a rough night, man.
Yeah, for sure. Also, he hit that first three of the game.
Yeah,
that's right.
And
first shot of the game.
And he finished with 5 points. So it's he had 2 points in the final, 47
he had a
minutes.
couple of where he was trying to spin up on to do a crazy finish. You're like, what are you doing?
He was only 2 of 4, so it wasn't like he was horribly inefficient.
No, but like I said, things pop like that. They get stuck in your brain. And then again, we lost by 3 points here. So
the real story is this bench. Big Val, just not very good tonight in his 5 minutes. Minus 15 in his 5 minutes. Spencer Jones, not effective, minus 16 in his 6 minutes.
Brown, terrible.
But the real guys, those guys are whatever. The real guys are Tim Hardaway Jr., Bruce Brown. 4 points from Tim. Bruce, 0 of 1. That 3 he had was like
that
such
could have been it.
man.
That was the game tonight, man. The Bruce 3 where you're
Thought
like,
it was
all right,
going
there
in.
it is. I think that was one of the over the hump shots that they got.
Yes.
And he just didn't have it tonight. I lost my bet.
I know.
1-3.
They're coming. We thought,
Dude, Bruce Brown did not have a stat tonight. Oh no, he had 2 rebounds.
0 for 2. He also was
In
involved
23
in that.
minutes. To go
Crazy.
23 minutes and all you recorded, the only stat is 2 rebounds is kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
Especially if you're Bruce Brown.
It was crazy. It was a weird night for him. It really was. He also was.
That's really rough.
He was the at the centerpiece, or he was at the center of that which we now shall always refer to as the single worst fast break ever run in the NBA.
Oh,
Where
my God.
He got the ball
3 on
at the
1.
rim.
Don't even get me
3 on
started.
1 gets blocked at the rim.
I can't.
We get the ball back. Somebody else misses.
It was a 3-on-1 that pretty much turned into a 4-on-1.
It was the single worst fast break these eyes have ever seen.
Same with Tim Hardaway Jr. 4 points tonight, 2 rebounds, 3 steals randomly, but minus 21 in his 16 minutes.
And had that flagrant foul.
Had that foul. 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. Cam and Tim Hardaway have to like share who's.
Yeah, I know they have like one. They have one container of juice. Yeah, just pass it back and forth. No juice tonight for THJ. Yeah, this was the first bad game that we've gotten from Tim Hardaway Jr. It was a little bit jarring because he has been the absolute spark plug. He's been so steady, and like this is the first time we've heard or we've seen things that we have heard about Tim Hardaway Jr. that it can be a little bit up and down with him. And
But at the
was
same
down.
time, maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a vibes like sponge.
Yeah.
And the team's rolling and he's rolling, and then the team's struggling, and it's like, well, he's also struggling. Maybe he's a little bit of that.
cold blooded, dude.
Yeah, he's cold. Yeah, exactly. Needs a nice heated rock. Last question about this game, and then we'll kind of move it on. The Nuggets keep losing to the Bulls.
God damn it! Why?
Well, that's my question. Is there something to the Chicago Bulls and their style of play that? I mean, here's one thing I'll tell you. I'm worried a little bit about. I've said Big Val, for as dominant as he is, I worry if he a playoff player because teams in the playoffs are going to say, okay, at those lineups we're 5 out.
Right.
We're going to just kind of like crowd and not allow him to catch the ball. And tonight, that's how it played out in those minutes. So is Denver kind of vulnerable to a team that can pull that off?
I mean, a little bit, yeah, for sure. There is a formula that can beat the Nuggets and expose some of their flaws defensively, for sure. And I mean, the Bulls have had this giddy Kobe White, a lot of ball handlers thing going on the last couple years. But I mean, again, like if the Nuggets really dug in their heels defensively, they would have won this game. So
It's so true.
it was more Denver, I think, than Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the playoffs, like if the Nuggets somehow ever matched up against the Bulls in the playoffs, which would be in the finals.
Never happened. Maybe the in-season tournament.
Maybe.
Finals.
Oh, wow. Maybe we'll see you in Vegas, you fools.
How are they doing in there? Let's find out.
Sorry, the Emirates NBA.
Yeah,
Cup
Yeah, what are you
finals.
talking about? I didn't understand what
My
you
bad,
there.
my bad.
What is it? Who's it sponsored by? Please.
Taco Bell.
No, like if there are, it depends on the matchup. Like if you find yourself going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder and they have Chet and they have Hartenstein, then it makes sense to have Val. If you find yourself up against a team that's fleet of foot and is shooting a bunch of threes, it's like, okay, you probably have Aaron Gordon slot into that backup 5, just like the days of yore. Maybe Spencer Jones gets in there a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's just the right tool for the job kind of thing. And the Nuggets just, you can't really pull too much from this as far as like long-term weakness for the Denver Nuggets. I don't think. Just not a great effort from them.
Did they just like have a team dinner and all get food poisoning?
Maybe they hung out with Vote. Were they Vote? Colin, were you making out with any of the Nuggets?
You know what I think we should do a little today?
What's
Just
that?
because we don't want to linger and stew in this.
Dude,
Please.
dude.
You guys want to go around the association?
Hopefully, there better
Around
be
the association, presented by Fire on the Mountain.
fired up around the mountain.
Fired up around the mountain.
It does
Should be the
feel a little
call.
weird doing this without Dev, though. I gotta be honest.
What are we gonna do? I mean,
That's Sunday. We did wait for him to be gone, and now we're doing it around the association.
well, listen, he brought us the first loss, first bad
this
loss
game
of the
is
year.
his
dude.
fault. So
This is his fault.
5 are down. Who does it?
Do you want to do it?
I have it open.
Do it.
You want to do it?
Our first
There better
game
be some-
of the
for-
night.
hold on.
We could switch off. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But there better be some Schadenfreude in here.
You guys been watching that Pluribus?
How about we
You've been
each
watching-
do a
I saw
game?
the first two.
Let's rotate.
What do you think of that Pluribus?
I only saw this first two. I liked the first one a lot, and the second one I didn't care for.
You know what I think it is? Now I've seen the third one. Sometimes you don't always. You could have an anti-hero, but I still think you have to kind of like him. I kind of don't like her. She's a little. It's a very interesting like thought experiment about that that situation, you know. But I kind of find myself just kind of like, all right, enough complaining. Let's go.
I found some of her reactions to be unbelievable.
Unbelievable, a little too over the top, a little too sarcastic.
And this is
Pluribus, you not watching
around
that? No.
Apple TV.
We got distracted immediately, or I did. Bucks Cavs. Bucks go into the Cavs building and they lose. Donovan Mitchell has 37 points. Man, this box score is so hard to read. I thought we fixed it, but we did not fix it. 37 points for
bullied him.
Donovan Mitchell, 14 to 22 shooting. Giannis, on the other hand, just 14 points tonight. What happened to him? He only played 13 minutes and goes out. Did he get hurt? Must have gotten hurt in this game. He only played 13 minutes, and as a result, they lose. The Pacers. Oh, yeah.
The Pacers. They lose 127-112 to the Pistons. Pistons, they're leading the Eastern Conference.
They're
right now.
They're
second in the
pistol
NBA,
hot.
man. They're
Jeez.
good. They're good. And it's just Cade is good, man.
and-
He's a good leader.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
good.
Speaking of Cade, did not even play in this game.
Well, that's why they won.
They're led by
31 and
Cade.
15 for Jalen Duran.
He's so good.
20 off the bench for Javonte Green. 26 for Danis Jenkins. Who?
You know, Dennis Jenkins.
29 for Siakam. But yeah, another win for the Pistons.
Dude, Jalen Duren is the new like Ben Wallace, where he's just so ripped.
Oh,
man.
not
like,
the. I thought you meant the.
that's Spencer John Wallace. No, he's just like
just
even with his
unnatural.
arm strength, it looks like he's flexing a bicep. He's just and he's like 22 or something. He's such a beast, man.
Here, I'll go. Philadelphia 76ers beat the LA Clippers, the lifeless, listless LA Clippers on
typical
tonight, which had to be a
Clippers.
crazy game. It was the first game of the season for Paul George.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
how'd he
went
do?
His old stomping
His
ground.
old
Do you
stomping
think
ground.
he purposely came back against the Clippers?
Maybe.
That's probably good fodder for
He came
the
in. He
podcast.
scored 9 points and was -9.
Jesus.
Okay.
Look at your boy off the bench.
Wow, Tyrese Maxey, 39 points.
That's what he does.
VJ Edgecombe, 14 points. Quentin Grimes, 19 points, plus 12 off the bench. Yeah, it really looks like this was another bench mob effort by
If you're
the
the-
Philadelphia 76ers.
Derek Jones Jr., by the way, torn MCL or sprained MCL. Maybe it's sprained. They're all their depth and stuff. They all got hurt immediately.
Yeah.
I've seen that coming.
Well, and some of them just aren't really playing anymore, like Chris Paul, even though he did play today.
Clippers, man, I might be cooked, and I don't know what they do.
The
They
Clippers
don't really
are.
go.
Let me just.
They are
let
good.
me
They
just
got
let
to
you know
dip their toe into free agency again.
Dude, the James Harden is still their top scorer, 28 points.
That's crazy.
Bad off.
Miami Heat had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players score in double figures. Very impressive, well balanced game from them as they get the win over the Knicks. Knicks 8-5. They've dropped a couple here. Miles McBride had 25 points.
Dude, what's up with it? Is basketball bad because are the Knicks good?
Brunson got hurt. He's been out for a bit.
I know, but the NBA is just better when the Knicks are good. You know what I mean?
I mean, same with the Bulls.
Dude, a lot of East Conference tonight.
The
you know this?
Minnesota Timberwolves blow out the Dallas Mavericks,
The hapless
120
Dallas
to
Mavericks.
96. 22 points for Naz Reid. He was their high scorer. Other than that, real balanced effort from the
Dude, they're-
Timberwolves.
This would run the association sucks. There's no good things that makes me feel better.
Listen
You're right,
to
this
this
actually
sad
sucks.
lineup getting thrown out by the Mavs. This was their starting
I
five.
like
in
wanted
this
to
game.
go in. I wanted to go
Fun,
around
make
the
fun of
association.
people,
Yeah, just
but
be like,
all of our enemies did well.
yeah, and he'd be like, oh, Oklahoma
PJ
City got
Washington,
blown out.
Cooper
Nope.
Flag, Musa Sisse, Max Christie, Brandon Williams. Jeez.
And then to round out the show, the Thunder got the win 126.
All right, wrap it up. Who cares?
Jeez.
They did not. They had 49 points in the first quarter. They were up 25 points at the end of the first quarter.
Dude, this around the association stinks.
Burn it.
Mark Daignault is just going to town on
He's
his
just
Good
chewing
news.
gum.
That was the Pelicans. So the Pelicans coming into Denver next. They suck. So hopefully that's a nice, easy dub. All right,
have a
let's
new
go to
coach as
Super
well.
Chats. Kale,
Please
please
chat,
get us out of here.
brighten my night. Peter Duck, I just want to say I'm disappointed with the effort tonight.
We tried. We were trying to have a good
doing
show.
what we could do.
We're going to think about it. Put our heads
You
together.
gotta
Regroup and come back tomorrow. For a team at home with... Oh, he's talking about the Nuggets. Okay. For a team at home with a day between games, we look stuck in the mud versus a team on a back-to-back.
Or as Adam likes to say on the watch, like stuck in the toilet.
No, it's like, yeah, it's all clogged.
Ryan B. Bad challenge by the pregnant man. Anything but
No,
a
it
sure win
wasn't.
was bad. I mean, I thought it was a sure win. Bench really has no plus shooting talent. If THJ is off, it's going to be a big problem this season.
Might be true. As 5-5-ish will tell you.
I mean, come on. We can't overreact.
Well,
we
I'm
got to
just-
keep our heads. We got to keep our heads.
I'm just saying, he's counting this thing down, and we're still in the 500s.
As far as 5-5-5, he's cooked. He was
he's
cooked.
cooked.
The second he rolled that out, we were like, what? You're cooked.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Big Honey, Jay Diddy got us tonight. Ruined a Cam John
I
game.
know.
Oh man, J Diddy.
Maddox feels like an overreaction to this loss. The officials handed the game to the Bulls in the third quarter. Bulls lost 5 straight due to win one. Hashtag not worried.
I mean,
Okay,
I feel like we were not at all overreacting to this game, but if that's how you feel.
Also, was I supposed to be worried? Should I announce? I am not worried.
Yeah. I'm not worried.
My official stance, not worried.
I'm a little worried.
I mean, the 1 game home and 1 game away is tough. Without a homestand, I'm glad we saw a close game. Go to the buzzer, though. This team needs clutch time reps.
I mean, they need some clutch time.
This
reps.
goddamn team has lost now 3 games. They've lost 3 games by a grand total of 9 points.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway truther. Giddy, more like sad.
Instead of giddy.
I get it. High D line.
Hey, what up?
Jay, my fault, fellas. I told someone to watch the game.
The hell,
Never
Jay?
tell anyone to watch the
Dude,
game.
what
are you
the hell,
doing?
Jay?
What are you doing?
Pull your head out of your ass.
From Glenn, maybe Jokic should guard Okoro.
Pat W.
Pat Williams, not Vucevic.
I mean,
Yeah. Defense was bad. Nugs. Adam said Yoke might sleepwalk into a 30-point triple dozen. Made that bet with no regrets. Thanks for the $120 win. Good call, Mr. Goat
look
of
at this
NBA
guy.
Media.
what the hell is this?
This guy.
This
Hey,
run-
that's a great suit. Gail, save that one.
Hi,
will you?
Sheila. What's up? Thanks for watching the show.
Yeah, for real. Oh man, Kyle gave me this
Kyle
one.
Ebb. Hey, Adam.
What the hell, dude?
Mark it down in
Not
the
a home loss
spreadsheet.
to the Bulls. That one's mine. Kyle,
You got
outta
to know,
here.
like, because he doesn't know who he's going to say hi to. He just feels the vibe. He's
just
like,
feels it.
this terrible, awful feeling makes you think of Adam. Like,
that's what it feels like he means here.
It would be really funny if he had like a very specific rotation of how he hands it out.
Yeah.
5-5-5-5-5-5-ish. Fellas,
Hey.
how you doing?
Yep.
58 bench 3-pointers down, only 497 to
Wait, we're
555.
not in the fives.
Glad Cam finally had a good game. Play with fire and you eventually get burned.
Yeah, that's what happened tonight.
The Fox Prince.
I think if it's more appropriate, if you mess with the Bulls, you get the horns.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, I
think
or
that's
if
more.
you swim around in the toilet, you're going to
Fox Prince sub sickos.
What up?
Hell yeah,
Bulls
sickos.
have won the last 3 games against us. New rival. Happy to see Cam find his rhythm at least. I miss CB.
Gonna be missing him for a while there.
I know, you
Sweet
saw him
Prince.
in a walking boot. That's not a good
You
sign.
know, Murray really has been great at protecting the ball, but man, this year he's turned it over in moments where you simply can't turn it over.
It's true. A bit inopportune turnover. He's had more than one inopportune turnover, but on the whole, been good. But yes.
Continuing here, 2 games in a row where DA has looked a little Malone-esque. Heavy minutes for the starters, especially Jokic and Murray not trusting the bench.
Well, first of all, they were a minus 16 in 8 minutes. I was just like, at some point,
That
you're like,
you
that's
couldn't
not
trust.
working.
He was like, he wanted to trust the bench.
Ryan B. iced Cam in the second half. Some things don't change.
What?
Like MPJ getting iced out.
Oh.
Ghostly Gengar. Hard disagree on ref scoring the
Turnover
call. I was yelling at Adelman through my TV, mad that they wasted the first time out on that specific challenge. Okay, apparently people thought it was questionable.
I just thought it was not going to be conclusive. Refs want proof. They don't want evidence.
Dude, very conclusive.
I thought it was
and you
too.
had to challenge that. That was like the Nuggets needed. Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Mokowetsky. Hey, fellas. Can Bruce still dunk? Not explosive, to be honest.
To be honest, maybe not.
He didn't have a good game
lost
tonight.
a lot of
We
explosiveness.
can't judge Bruce by tonight because this was not a good Bruce game.
Dusty old Cowtown. Positive. It's good to have this wake-up game early. Okay,
Yeah,
positive.
hopefully.
Who snamed a loss? I'm not familiar as a Denver
So
sportsman.
true.
That's actually a good point. The Nuggets broke the streak of a lot of wins in a row.
We wanted a
The
perfect
Colorado
November.
Sports had won 21 straight.
21 in a row.
And the Nuggets ruined it.
Damn it, Nuggets.
We ruined it.
Guys, if you're watching us on Fast, we're going over to the internet now.
Heading to the internet. WML. Winners Lounge is fun, but Losers Lounge is therapy. Thanks, guys, for being there every game. You know we
Let me
got
tell
you,
you
man.
what your dreams mean.
Yeah. Let the half of the audience know that, that we lose when it's a loser's lounge, that it's therapy. Not everybody wants therapy.
Ashley Weaver, there'll be days like this. Bench will use it as a wake-up call and come out swinging on Wednesday. Thanks for keeping us from going full Colfax mode tonight, fellas. All the
Just
Nuggets are
tearing
good.
it down.
Thanks, Ashley. Josh Barnett from Down Under. That paternity test gave me Braxton Hicks pains.
Hell yeah. dude.
Pregnancy joke.
This is a guy. Yeah, this is a guy that recently had a child.
Yeah.
He knows all of the jokes.
Amin Sticks really ran Big Val off the floor tonight. Yeah, he did.
That's a tough one.
William Mitchell, our resident Warriors fan, checking in. Y'all will be aight.
We know.
You didn't lose to the Pacers.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, we
actually
beat
did.
the Pacers.
We actually beat the hell out of those Pacers.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it.
Real quick, I did the math for Ish. They have to hit 7. The bench has to hit 7 threes a game the rest of the season to get
gonna
there.
be
Have they hit that once yet
I
this
don't
year?
think so.
Well,
Hey, boy.
oh boy. Hey, if you made it this far, pat yourself on the back. You are a real one.
Yeah, dude. Pat us on the like.
Pat us on the like. We're back tomorrow. We're going to sleep this one off.
Not me. I'm not going to bed.
We're going to stay awake all
You're
night.
gonna
We're going to pull
rewatch?
an all-nighter and get ready for tomorrow's show. Hit that like button on the way out.
We all silly like the mayor.